Hey folks, Grayson here from Wildwood Sane Farms, and this evening I'm going to be sharing with you how I make my 1-to-1 sugar bee syrup and the feeders, 1 gallon bucket feeders that I use. You can find all the links to this stuff that is mentioned in the video description. At the end of the video, stay tuned and I'm going to be discussing a little bit more about the feeders that I use and a few other facts about them. But without further ado, let's go ahead and show you how I make my 1-to-1 sugar bee syrup and a little bit about the feeders and how I put it on my hives. Okay, so we have 1 gallon of water, but we're not going to use all of this water. It's just water, cold water. So there's a discussion that I think many beekeepers want to know is what should you use? Should you use warm water in 1-to-1 sugar water or cold water? I don't really think it matters, honestly, to the bees, but for stirring this, it may be a problem. Warm water will help you stir better and it will dissolve easier. But if you use cold water, you're going to have to stir a little bit more to get it dissolved. But either way or another, it works perfect. First, what I like to do is I like to put a little sugar, granulated sugar is what I like to do. Okay, then I like to do about half of that. That's not much, it's just a little thinner than 1-to-1. Then what I like to do is I like to take my water in a 1 gallon bucket and just pour it in here. About right here. So you see there's a lot of air bubbles coming up. That's just because that's what happens. And I like to stir it. And you can put additives in here like Avis Biologics Biocontrol, but I don't. It's just sugar syrup. It stimulates the queen to lay more eggs. And once you get stirring it more, then it starts making it easier. So hot water and cold water doesn't really matter. It just needs to be good 1-to-1 or even thinner, maybe 0.5 to 1, or something like that. Then I like to keep stirring it. There you go. I put my lid on top. Pop it on there. And there you go. Got yourself 1 gallon buckets with 1-to-1 sugar water in it. What some people like to do is put a hole in the lid, in just a standard lid, that you can get off Uline or somewhere. They take this, like a little 8-ounce jar lid with holes in it, pop it in here, put silicone on it, and then there you go, you got yourself another lid. It works good, but you know. But that's all there is to it. 1-to-1 sugar water, stimulative in springtime, so we're going to go ahead and put it on the beehive. Push it down real tight, turn it upside down like this. See? How does that? I also don't have nothing. See? Bucket's on. I can put a shim. I don't got no bee suit, so try to get in and out as fast as I can. There you go, put a shim. You don't have to put a shim if you don't want to, but here you go, that's how you put on a 1 gallon bucket. So these lids are from Better Bee. I'll leave a link, like I said in the earlier of the video, I'll put it in the description. But what they do is they put a small hole, I think it's 1.5 inches, and then what they'll do is they'll put 40 micron screen above it. You see right here? 40 microns. It's only a few hairs. It's really tiny. So then all that vacuum, whenever you flip it all upside down, like I showed in the video, it only drips 3 times, it's done. It just sits on top of here like it's magic. For real. First time I used it, I was like, wow, this is insane how I can do this. Something to do with it. Like, if you've ever tried to suck up a little water in a straw, hold down the lid of the straw and take your finger off of it, it goes down. It's only how science works. What a lot of beekeepers will also do, if I'll put holes in a lid, they buy these lids probably on Uline. Uline makes some really good bucket lids, and what a lot of beekeepers will do is they'll take a 8-ounce maybe, or maybe even 16-ounce jar lid, depending on what size this is. This right here is standard, and what they'll do is they'll put holes in it. A lot of beekeeping companies make these, so you can buy one off of Man Lake maybe. What they do is they'll just set it in here. Make sure it's down all the way, and then they'll put a little like silicone to make sure nothing leaks, and then there you go. I don't really like this. It's just not really my style, but I really do like these. Another thing that a lot of beekeepers will ask is, what size of bucket should I use? Should I use a 1 gallon, 2 gallon, 3 gallon? Well, depending on how big the hive is, I would say. If you have a 5-frame nuke, I would 100% say use a 1 gallon bucket. If you have a double deep, you could still use a 1 gallon bucket, but a 2 gallon bucket will work good. One thing I do want to say is that the bigger the bucket, the more drip it'll have. So, say you use a 5 gallon bucket, there would be a little more drip into that. So I would say 1 gallon, 2 gallon, 3 gallon at the most, depending on your hive build. But I'll leave the link in the description below to all these products. Better Bee also makes a bucket and a lid together, so you can also buy that. But if you don't want to buy it separate, you can also just get it like this. And they also do make just screens, so if you want to put a hole in here, if you're willing to take time to put a hole in here and put the screen on here, melt it into the plastic, you can also do that as well. It works pretty good. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video and found some kind of info out of it, please give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy. And also gives me more pump and excitement to make more videos for you guys. So make sure to click the like button. And also, if you're new here, please subscribe. That would be great. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next beekeeping video.